J. Martinez.
Hello, y'all. Thank you so much for having us today. I'm here to address both this commission as well as those in this room who serve as the moral and administrative authority over jails in this state, to simply ask you to use that authority and influence to intervene in a dynamic that I've noticed in the contracting of jail feasibility studies in the state that should be as equally troubling to you as it is to me. And it boils down to this. I don't see how we as the public or how you as those tasked with overseeing our state jails can trust jail feasibility studies produced by corporations that also profit off of the maintenance, operation, and often the very construction of the jails they are recommending to be built. The crowd, let's see. This crowd, I would say, looks pretty entrepreneurial. Texas is a very entrepreneurial state. And as an entrepreneur myself, I think we know the bigger the project, the more money you stand to make off of it, right? And this is a clear conflict of interest when the same companies are recommending larger projects that also stand to profit off of the projects the larger the jail is. So, at best, this undermines public confidence in these jail feasibility studies, in any new jail feasibility contracts that are proposed. And at worst, it sets each of your counties on a path of, apologies, losing my place, just a second. It sets each of your counties on a path of potentially massive debt accumulation in the sponsorship of jail projects whose sizes were determined by private companies' bottom line instead of being determined by actual need. As an explicit example of this, Harris County Commission just approved a contract with one such private corporation known as CGL Companies that not only profits off of creating jail feasibility studies, but also off of the design of the new jails they recommend, management and maintenance of jails after they are built, ongoing operations and management consulting, among other means of profiting off of recommending and running new, seemingly ever larger sites of incarceration. Not only this, but CGL also owns a joint subsidiary company with LaSalle Correctional, the same LaSalle Correctional responsible for the death of Miss Sarah Knight's son, Jaleen Anderson, and Miss Kim Lewis Carlson's son, Eric Carlson, who were transferred from the Harris County Jail to LaSalle Correctional in Louisiana and died there, one of whom, Jaleen, died of seizures, as was spoken of earlier. So I ask you, how could we as the public trust any recommendation of a company who is not only profiting off of the recommendation and in the subsequent operation of sites of incarceration, but also a company such as CGL that is literally in bed with the very company that has outsourced people from the Houston County Jail to die? And so I ask you today, as the leading moral and administrative authorities over jails in this state, to do everything in your power to end this practice of hiring the very companies that profit off of the jail's construction and operation to also conduct the very feasibility studies used to determine the need for those facilities in the first place. Thank you.